Just when you thought it was safe to go back into the elevator, this movie comes out. If I was walking down the street and I saw M. Night Shyamalan walking past me, I would give him a high five and I would go, you know what? You stick to this. You stick to writing stories because you are a brilliant storyteller. First 5 films, loved ya. The Happening was the first sign of trouble. The Last Airbender, didn't even see it because of all the reviews. But you know what? I saw this because you didn't direct it. I saw this because you wrote it. And you know what? It was good. Devil is a very simple film. It's about a group of people stuck in an elevator and one of them is the devil. But it just isn't that. There's also this outside storyline that's very suspenseful and creepy, and it just isn't about the elevator. There's actually kind of like, I don't know if M. Night wrote it solely for the film. It's kind of like an urban legend, you know. It's directed by John Erick Dowdle, who did a couple of years back Quarantine, which I really liked. And he directs this, and he does a very good job. The actors and actresses in this film, it's almost, you recognize them like you've seen them in hundreds of films, but for the life of you, you don't know their names and you don't know what they've done. But that doesn't matter because they're really, really good, and I liked all of them, except for a couple of them. I think they just overdid it at some parts. But I mean, who wouldn't? You're stuck in an elevator with the devil. The storyline relies on a couple of jump-at-you scares, but it doesn't heavily rely on that. It doesn't exploit it. It actually relies on what, 1981's The Thing by John Carpenter relied on, which is paranoia. Paranoia of who's who done it, kind of like an Agatha Christie novel, and it really captures you, and they do a brilliant job of equally, making you equally suspicious of each person. And there is a twist at the end. You won't see it coming unless you're like some sort of super genius. And the important thing is that there's actually a real positive backstory to it. And at the end, you can actually feel good about what you saw. I know a lot of people are talking to me like they won't see it because it's about the devil or demons or it's evil or satanic. That is like the least of what this, it's about that, but it doesn't exploit it. Like the elevator, there isn't a flicker of lights and the elevator is covered with blood and pentagrams and, worship Satan. It's nothing like that. There's actually more story about the characters, and you focus more on the characters than the actual devil or the weird stuff happening around you. Does that make any sense? It's not too long, it's not too short. The suspense is there, it doesn't exploit anything. You really, really don't know what's going to happen next. And it's very original, which I liked, and the reason why I saw it was the originality. Never heard of this until like a couple of months ago. I saw a teaser trailer for it. And as far as I know, I don't know if this, urban legend is real or was just made up for the movie, but it is pretty creepy. So I give Devil 4 stars, 4 out of 5, simply because I would have given it 3 stars if it wasn't for the solid acting, 2 stars if it wasn't for the great story. So you've got solid acting, great story, and of course, the cream of the crop, you are on the edge of your seat, and they pulled it off brilliantly with the suspense, and you didn't know who was who and the whodunit. Very good. So all of that topped together, it makes 4 stars in my opinion, so 4 out of 5. Go see Devil if you want to. It's a creepy, suspenseful film. If you have any personal or conscious aggressions against this film, don't see it. It ain't worth going against, what you believe in or what you feel, or go against your gut feeling to step into this movie theater to see this movie. If you want to, it's a very good film. This is the Critical Critic saying, see Devil if you dare. I'm here for all your questions about movies, music, video games, and entertainment. Please subscribe.